Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Model Car Guy Rich here. Today I've got an unboxing of the AMT Ertl Ford Louisville short hauler. This here's a big one. This is kit number 6460. Here's a little info on the kit itself. This is Louisville. Ford Louisville features detailing that includes a working side door, pretty neat, realistic working cargo lift tailgate, movable roll-up door, and detailed interior. And this kit came out in 1994, so this thing is 30 years old already, still wrapped in the original cellophane. We're going to change all that right now. Go ahead and cut her open. Hope everyone's having a great day. Alright, here we go, guys. And girls. Let's get right into this one. This is kind of a 2.5 size normal box. Let's see, I'm going to cover up the whole front of the desk here. And here we go. Here's the first bag of molded in gray parts. Going to slide that over just a little bit. I haven't built a semi-truck in quite a while. Let's see what we got going on in here. There's a few pieces that are knocked off the tree. We're going to start out with the body. Here's the cab. Decent thickness. Could be a little thicker, but not too bad. Some staining on there. We'll have to clean it up real nice before we paint it. Get molded in windshield wipers. Some areas down here where you can drill out to mount lights, I think is what that's for. And then this one down here might be for a it's for the horn. Can you see it on the box there? There's a horn that goes there. You could put that up there. Little quarter fenders are molded in. Door handles are molded on. A little bit of flashing, not too bad. And here's the front end. Big old F-O-R-D right there on the front. A couple of pins. I don't know what those are for yet. Maybe to align the frame on. Spot for the air cleaner. Air filter, I mean. Okay. And this here's the interior tub. Pretty uneventful. Very light detailing. No tool board, so that'll be separate, I'm guessing. Part of the firewall, most likely. Here's some bits. Here's a steering wheel. Here's the dashboard. Wow, not a whole lot of detail going on here, guys. And this here's either an air pump or the part that the chassis mounts to. I'm not sure on that one. 95, we're going to look at that. And here's some suspension parts for the steering. Okay. Here's some parts that came loose. We have a seat. And from the looks of it, I think it's the passenger seat. Yeah, that's the passenger seat. A lot of the big trucks back in the day, the driver's seat would have air ride suspension, but the passenger seat was just solid, like sitting on a brick. All right. Then we have a wheel chock that was loose, and One of these things, I couldn't tell you what that is. We'll look and see in the instructions. I'm going to keep that set aside to see what that is. Yep, here's the, well, now this actually looks like the little jump seat. So this may be, this one here must be the driver's seat. And there's just not much detail there, but this should have like air ride suspension. And this little jump seat folds down, so that's most likely the passenger seat. Here's another one of those things, part number 32 and 33. So we're going to check those out on in the instructions when that time comes. Some leaf springs, big ones. All right. License plates, a couple little miscellaneous pieces. Here's the engine. We'll find out what that is when we get into it. Air cleaner, or air filter. Big old 4-bladed fan. Another compressor pump of some sort. Front of the engine. All kinds of pulleys and fan belts. Big old oil pan. The heads, the heads. Huh. Here's the tow board for the interior, which goes this way. That's interesting. So it becomes the firewall also. Yep, there it is. I don't know if you can get focused on that real good. There's some fine details for the firewall. Here's a radiator, fan shroud, inner wheel parts. Here's a gauge package for the dashboard. And I think these are the, this is the brake pedal and gas pedal. Big ones there. Yep. And here we have, what the heck? The stick thing here, which is part of the tree, I think, but it actually looks like a part. Maybe it is. It might be part number 64. It looks like just a piece that would accidentally get thrown away. Some coolant lines. A couple little doodads here. Part number 80 and 82. There's an air tank, I-beam for the front end, exhaust pipes. I'm going to keep that aside too. Here's a little circle thing that fell off a tree. Here's a rear axle, drive shafts, 2 of them here and one here, cross member. Some fender wells, little ones and big ones, so front and back I'm assuming. These are parts for the frame, to put the frame together, so it must have a separate, well, lost that one in the box somewhere. It's going to have a separate frame. Oh, here they are right here. Here's the frame pieces. So yep, and here's another one of these. Boy, this one is, wow guys, this is really kind of crazy the way this is. This isn't even a straight piece of plastic. I hope that's not a part and it's just a spare piece of tree they decided to put in there. But here's the frame halves, and then other little pieces that were wrong tree. These pieces here, these here will go in these little spots wherever and put it together to make the actual frame for the bottom of the truck. Alright, let me get a little organized here. I'll go through. I'll do that section last. Let's go through and see what we got for clear orange and clear red parts. Got a little siren, bubble gum we can put up on the top. Some lights, marker lights, side lights, brake lights, tail lights, and some orange ones. You can put them on the sides. Alright. Those are nice looking. Here's a bunch of tires. We have 6 tires. All the same tread, which generally doesn't happen in a real big truck. You're going to have different tread for your front steer tires than you would the rear drive tires, but these all appear to be the same. Not a big deal because it's a model, but in the real truck you'd be in trouble. These are Goodyears. Decent quality. Decent quality. Nice stiffness to them. Scuff them up a little bit, make them look real nice. Okay. And we have out of a bag, laying loose after 30 years of being moved around from house to house. We have minimally scratched windshield and side glass and a back window, back glass. Little piece of flash there. In the garbage that goes. Then we have some chrome. I'll go ahead and do those real quick. In the first bag we have beauty rings and the deep rear wheels, bud wheels they look like to me, and then some moon covers for your fuel tanks. Can you see it on the box? Almost. Here's your fuel tanks. You're going to get front and backs of each of those. And that's all that's on that chrome tree. On the next one, that's a long one. Oh, it's melted to the bag. They must have put these parts in when they were still too warm. Yep. Alright. So this side we have the inner wheels for the rears. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4. These must be the front wheels, and these are the rear wheels. Okay. And here we have bumper, antenna, big grill. Could use a good going over with some black wash on them. Some side mirror frames. And exhaust pipes for the stacks. Yep, I had them upside down. There you go. There's your stacks. Come up across the top of the body here. One on each side. Got some exhaust manifolds. Some nice looking valve covers. Inner wheels for the two front tires, I think. Or they could be the rears. Hard to say right at the moment. And here's the two halves of the fuel tanks. Air thingy, air chamber. I think these are steps that are going to mount right here onto the to the fuel tanks. Boy, oh boy, I'm all tongue-tied here. All right, a nice little selection there, decent looking stuff. Let me go ahead and grab this last bag of parts, which is mostly the box itself and the tailgate parts. There we go. Got some good weight to it, that's for sure. Set that down. Here we have the passenger side of the big truck. I don't know if the door opens, probably that way. That's passenger side. They don't show a picture of that on the frame, I mean on the front cover. And this is the floor of the box. You see on the bottom it has like ribs for strength. There it even says front. Well, yeah, it says front right there. I don't know if you can read it. So that's cool. And this is one of the sides. That's the inside of the truck, the box. This would be your outside. And this is the other side. Or the top. No, this is the top. Yep, that's the top. And these pieces here, I don't know what they are, but they look like ramps. I'm not sure what those are yet, though. And here's the front of the box right there. And this curved thing here, I think, is part of the structure. And this is the roll-up door. And I think you actually have to go through and, let me put these down. You're going to have to go through and real lightly scribe those out, scuff them out, each one of them, in order to make them fold. Because they're real thin. Well, they might do it now, I don't know. They actually have it made so it actually might bend on its own. You're going to have to give it a few times. But that'll become a roll-up door because your latch and everything for the back and the handle to pull the door open. And this is one of the side door. Okay. This is the mechanism to open the door, so it's going to open from left to right. Alright, that's that. And then we have these, which appear to be the length of the frame, so they must run along the bottom of the frame, along the bottom of the box to tie it to the frame. Here are some, those could be brake adjusters, slack adjusters for the braking system. And here some more miscellaneous parts to build the box. And apparently it's got a small, can you see it on the box? Yeah, you can see it's got like a small little motor to maybe do air conditioning for the box, but boy, I wouldn't trust it for like refrigerated foods or nothing. Here's the hydraulics. A couple of mud flaps and some more miscellaneous framing parts for the box. And then this is the tailgate, the lift gate, and parts of that to construct it to go up and down. I believe these are the hydraulic cylinder for that part. Alright, so that's all for parts. Let's see what we have here. We got an Ertl blueprinter card. In the box is one metal axle, most likely for the rear wheels. The Ertl blueprinter card and decals. Alright, we have big old Iowa plate. We have Ford in white letters there. Freight King, I think that is. That would be for the box, for the cooling unit there. Some nice stripes and decals. Not much else going on there, folks. Put that aside, and then here we have, look at this, we have sheet 1 and 2, wow. Wow, 2 separate sections of instructions for this model. Alright, well, first one looks like the engine and radiator to frame assembly. Sorry, I'm having trouble with English language today. Alright. Fan shroud, engine. But here it shows the engine already put together. Oh, this is 2 of 2, that's why. Alright, my bad. Let's go. I told you, I'm having trouble coping today, folks. Alright, here's the LN 8000 short hauler. Wow. In 1970, Ford introduced the new L Series Louisville line of trucks. And then, nice little write-up there. Let's see if I can freeze it for you for a minute. Then you can read it and blow it up on your screen. Or stand real close to your television, whatever you're going to do. Okay. Tips and tricks before you begin, all that good stuff. And then, we're going to build that engine before we put it in. Here's some parts. Fuel injector body. That's a galley cover plate. That's the one item was there. Okay. A little different from the cars, you know. Not much, but just enough. Yep, air compressor. Some brackets. That's great. Yeah, oil filters. Pretty nice. Starter. Give you tips on what colors to paint things. And here's putting the frame together. This was always the hardest part for me as a kid. I didn't have enough patience to just take my time and do them individually on one side and then put the other side on. I always tried to do it together. And what a mess and nightmare that is. So my advice, my tip for you, take it or leave it. Glue all of these on to one side of the frame. Make sure you get your front and positions correct. and glue them all onto one side. Let that totally dry overnight, and then the next day glue the other side to the other frame. It'll come out so much better than trying to do it the other way. Here's some wheels. Sorry about the noise. Oh, baby moon hubcaps. They even give you an option. Plated. I didn't see them in there, but I'm sure they are included. There's your rear axle build. Left spring. Backing plate. Little brake cylinders. That's cool. Alright. Putting the front end together. Your steering. Power steering box. That's nice. Pitman arm. That's what that one was. Alright. And then, final component assembly is you put your body together. But you got to do that in the other set of instructions first. Because if you notice, this went from step 9 to step 20. So I'm sure 10 through 19 is putting this box together. Well, so that's that. Alright, and then they tell you about where to put the decals for your hood. Now let me go ahead and fold this one up. Let's get into putting the box together. Oh wait, first we must put the engine into the frame now that we're doing it in the right order. Oh, that wasn't even a wheel chock. That was a battery box top. My bad, guys, sorry. I thought it looked a little big for a wheel chock, but that's what that is. It's top for your battery box. And these are fuel tank mounts. That's what those were. Cab mounts. That's what the other thing was. Okay. Putting your steps together, put your fuel tanks together. Lubrifier, top and bottom. Yeah. Okay. Here's the seats. Oh, I was wrong. This is the driver's seat, the little one. And this is the passenger seat. I'll be darned. Oh, okay. Here you go. It has a base that goes with it. There's your air ride system in the real vehicle. Okay. That makes more sense now. Here's a gauge panel for the dash. That's nice. Steering, a little bit of a kind of a console. Compressor tank. CB radio. That's cool. Look forward to seeing that. I missed it in the parts tree, but I'm sure it's in there. There's your windows, your mirrors, I mean. Air conditioner. That's what that other thing was. Not a cooler for the truck. It's not a cooler for the box. It's the air conditioner for the cab. Yeah, this is old school. I forget about those things. Yeah. There's radio sand. Oh, they want you to paint it sand color. My bad. Radio goes in there. Grab handles. Okay. Those are part of it. And here's your amber lights, your cargo lights. Nice. And we're going to turn it over. And this is part 16, step 16. Air cleaner, bracket, air hose, exhaust stacks. Yep, we talked about those. Turn lights. And there's putting the box together. And those other curved parts were the framing supports for the inside of the box. Okay, that makes sense. And these are dock bumpers. Okay. Very nice. And these parts are lift arms. Remember I said those were the air chambers in that, or the slack adjusters? Those are actually the lift arms for the tailgate. I was mistaken on that. Alright. Then, that's it. Then you jump over to the other instructions in part 20. Finish your build and put your decals on and final details. And you're all set. So I want to thank you all very much for being patient with me through this one. It's been a while since I've done a big truck. I hope you all have a great day. We'll see you on the next one, and keep on modeling. Model Car Guy Rich out.